Right, round number 1 here with Rakdos Midrange. This looks like a fine hand. Got removal, got disruption. Yeah, gonna need to find a threat. But hopefully find one. Thoughtseize. Okay, opponent's got a Thoughtseize as well. They do have the Grease Fang, but they also have Can't Stay Away. I wonder if we're meant to take the thing that puts stuff into their graveyard. This connives. I think I'm tempted to just take the Wayfinder. Opponent will Thoughtseize us back. Probably take the Fatal Push. I'm going to need to find a threat. Got another Thoughtseize as well. Okay, they take the other Thoughtseize. Okay, Dreadbore. I also don't have white mana. I think just play this and pass. Next turn, if my opponent doesn't do anything here, I think we'll just stomp them. Well, we'll stomp that, and then we'll hopefully they have. If they found exactly Parhelion, Chariot's pretty good as well. So stomp. So we're not going to be able to. Yeah, we're in trouble here. Because we're not going to be able to stop Grease Fang getting Esika's Chariot into play. I suppose we can just block the Chariot. Which we definitely do. Yeah, block here. It goes into the graveyard. Opponent. Oh, but then they can't stay away. Yeah. So we Dreadbore this. Yeah, we can't turn on Fatal Push. We just lose. We can start pushing cats, but yeah, that's a bit of a losing proposition, I think. But I think we've got a reasonable sideboard against this deck. So Graveyard Hate and removal for Grease Fang, all good. So what have we got? So we got Rending Volley, 2 copies of Unlicensed Hearse. What don't we want? Cut is bad because it's sorcery speed. I think Dreadbore is probably also not great. I guess Go Blank is good, and then Kroxa is not great. This X damage. Probably think about cutting that. But is there anything we'd prefer? I think that's fine. Okay, gonna take a mulligan here. I think it's got a Rending Volley, but 5 lands is not really where we want to be. Into no lands. Okay, so we're gonna have to mulligan again. Mulligan. Okay, this is better. So we'll put. I think it's Takenuma, and I kind of want to put a land back. Let's put Hive's quite good. Let's just put Haunted Ridge back. Then we can go Hive, Thoughtseize. If our opponent's got a Thoughtseize, we might have to take that. They got double Thoughtseize. Okay. So I guess we just take the Informant. their discard outlet. I guess they can't stay away that if they want. But we're going to take the Harvester here. Okay. Yeah, this is obviously really rough. Overgrown Tomb. I guess we'll just go Blightstep Pathway past the turn. Opponent was not sure. Oh, Grizzly Salvage. What do they do with it? So set a Wayfinder into their hand. Another thought. Yep. Opponent thought seizes again. Takes the Rending Volley. Temple Garden. There's the Wayfinder. They find a Chariot. They put Temple Garden in their hand. Sure, so we know 3 of the cards in our opponent's. Ooh. I mean, yeah, there's no world in which we're not playing that. Play the land. It's going to get Abrupt Decayed, but okay, so let's eat the Chariot, and we'll also eat one of the Informants, I think. Okay, so 3 cards in hand for the opponent. Okay, Informant. Get rid of a Thoughtseize. Well, Sorin's pretty good. So we'll cast Sorin. So he comes down 4. I think we're just going to plus. Draw the land, pass the turn. 3 cards in hand for the opponent. Nothing in the graveyard that's, you know, amazing. They hit a Grease Fang, which they put in their Blooming Marsh. So they got the Pathway to hand. They got 3 cards in hand. We know 2 of them. They haven't hit big. Okay. So both those attacking Sorin. Maybe we should have made the token there. Plus. Yeah, I probably should have made the token there. Yeah, we'll use the ability on that one. Cast that. Let's do Can't Stay Away. It's got a flashback, and then I think we'll keep the land in hand. I don't know, are we blocking here? Okay, so opponent's attacking there. So whatever happens, we're losing our Sorin. So I guess we'll just go block a Wayfinder. Could kill the Grease Fang. Yeah, I think we'll just block a Wayfinder. opponent's got the Chariot. Fatal Push. Okay, so we'll attack. And then we'll get rid of the other another informant. Ooh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's rough. Oh, yeah. How did I miss that one? Okay, so I guess we'll go push Greasefang now. Yeah, I think it's got to be the Greasefang. Oh, that was yeah, made a big mistake there. That's a shame, because now they can crew the Chariot. Yeah, that was pretty rough. Grizzly Salvage. They hit a Greasefang. They hit a Graveyard Trespasser. I didn't know they played that card. They've got Greasefang here, so they can crew. We block, and we're probably dead. So we go block here, lose the game. Yeah, we're just dead. Don't think we brought in any board wipes. Block. Do we just double block here? Take 4, 8. Yeah, I think we have to just double block. Okay, yeah, we die. GG's. Yeah, that was pretty rough. Yeah, attacking with that Graveyard Trespasser was really wrong. We should have just let it become a 4/4. I mean, Esseka's Chariot's really good against us. I don't think we're playing any copies of Kolaghan's Command or a Braid in here at the moment. But okay, we take our medicine to Greasefang with the lesson that we should always look out for what they've got. You know, remember that they can crew vehicles. And yeah, we'll see you for the next one. Right, round number 2. I think we can just about keep this on the draw. I guess I know we can't Fatal Push on 1. I mean, we can, but then we cut ourselves off red mana. Okay, that looks like can lead off on Locthwain there. So Botanical Sanctum suggests it's going to be Lotus Field. Yeah. I want to find a Thoughtseize really. Drawing all our removal is not good. I'm going to stomp end of turn. So probably Lotus Field here, yeah. So it'll stomp. What do we want? More red or black? Probably. Let's just go black, I think. Might want a Thoughtseize at some point. I'm going to play the Fable here, try and loot away some of these useless removal spells into useful things. Okay, Vizier. One of the sort of combo-y decks where it's combo of the format. If people haven't seen it before, it's just using Lotus Field and lots of untapped type effects to make loads and loads of mana. Draw 3 cards, make 4 mana. It's pretty good. Okay. They haven't got the Thespian stage though. So we're really going to dig hard for a Thoughtseize here. Going to get rid of a couple of Dreadbores. Yeah, drawing 3 Dreadbores and a Fatal Push against this deck is it's really not good. Could be Silver and Scrying or something here. 3 green. Recovery, returning pour over the pages. Okay. So yes, we would definitely like to use this. Get rid of 2 Dreadbores. Okay, we find the Thoughtseize, so that's really nice. So we could go... We're going to have... Essentially, we could have 4 mana here, so we could blitz this. I think we just want to go... We want to put as quick, fast clock as possible. So this can attack. We're going to have... We could have 5 mana. But I think we can go put the Hive down, attack, use the treasure. We could blitz the Underdog, but I think we'd rather play Bonecrusher, Thoughtseize. Play Bonecrusher, Thoughtseize, play the Hive, so the Hive can attack next turn potentially. So Thoughtseize, yeah, we're definitely Thoughtseizing this time. Okay, okay, so we are possibly dead. I think we're going to, given that the opponent's got 2 pour over the page, I think we're just going to take the Fae of Wishes, because that goes and gets their combo. So we'll take the Fae of Wishes, play the Hive, play the Bonecrusher. I mean, it's very likely that the opponent finds more stuff, but... maybe we should have taken the Hidden Strings there, I guess, because then my opponent could do that, but I think it was correct to take the Fae. I mean, they're going to draw loads and loads of cards, but there's not much we can do about that. You know, they had one anyway. And I think letting them draw cards is better than letting them search for a card. This coming turn we could attack for 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got them dead in 2 turns, but doesn't mean anything if they kill us here, which is looking increasingly likely. Okay, Shimmer. Yeah, the frustrating thing about this deck is you're never, I guess, deterministically dead. There's often a chance. And you should always, especially in paper, you should always make them play it out. I've definitely had Lotus Field opponents whiff on their turns before. Okay, they've found Omniscience, but we know they've got one. Okay, so they found Omniscience and the Ultimatum. We'll just see what they go and get, and then we'll probably just call it a day. Don't think yeah, don't think we fancy sitting around while this goes on. Although they usually go and get Omniscient, so I don't know what they get here. Probably go and get some sort of another tutor. Maybe we were meant to take Hidden Strings there, although right, so they can go and get pretty much everything. Yeah, okay, I think we're just going to concede, not going to either make myself or whoever's watching sit through that. So we'll just go straight to sideboarding. Like in paper, yeah, you make them play it out, but they can draw half their library. They've got Omniscience in play as well, so drawing half their library just means they can drawing half their library means they could, play half their library for free, so I'm pretty sure that they've got it there. Okay, so I guess we can get rid of all of the fatal pushes, all of the removal spells, Dreadbores, bring in a couple of go blanks, definitely want the damping spheres and the duresses. Is there any other removal in here? No, and then we don't really have anything great to bring in now. So Kalitas is a threat, but not really interested in that. I guess we could bring in Unlicensed Hearse. I think that's probably the best choice. It's either that or Invoke Despair, but yeah. No, I think that's just fine. So we've now got 6 1-mana discard spells. We've got some Damping Spheres. So the real key to this matchup is having a fast clock. So yeah, I usually prioritize putting harvesters and underdogs and things down early, because you really need to be pressuring their life total. Because the turn they win, you just don't get another turn. Right, let's go first. Oh, this hand. Oh, it does have 1 land, but it's a red land. Nice hand. Well, I say that, but it's got a lot of disruption, but yeah, no threat anyway, so we're going to mulligan. Yeah, this is fine. We'll keep this. I'm going to bottom the Sorin. So we could Thoughtseize on 1. But given that I think I will Thoughtseize on 1. I'd quite like to draw a threat to play on 2. So I've got the recovery, because I can put a card back. So they haven't got a land at the moment. We could take the land and just try and sort of shut them off. I think I'm going to take the land and hope for the best, because they can't play the Lotus Field. Okay, so we'll play this. Maybe that was greedy. Oh, it's worked out well for us. Okay, so I'm actually going to play the Bonecrusher here. As I say, we'll prioritize. Okay, opponent does find a land. Shimmer. Yeah, I need to prioritize getting a threat down. Then this coming turn, depends what we draw, but we're probably just going to go blank. So I'll play that as a land. Attack for 4, and then we can go blank, which isn't too bad. You know, it makes making the opponent discard. It's pretty good. See what they discard. We could have gone Kroxa, but we're not going to be able to escape it for a while. Right, so they discard Paw and Masterminds. Pass the turn. So we're going to cast another Go Blank next turn. They're going to go Lotus Field here. Wouldn't mind finding a land, I guess. Okay, Harvester. So now I think we're going to go Harvester Kroxa. Make a blood token, play the Kroxa, make the opponent discard another card. We've hit them with quite a lot of discard. They discard the Hidden Strings. Three mana. Okay, so they go up to 4 mana. They could go off if they have Paw over the pages. They do. Yeah, we just haven't quite been quick enough. If we would have had a Bloodtithe Harvester on 2 instead of not doing anything, this might have been different because they would have attacked for on turn 3, 4, and yeah, they would have been dead this turn. So they are bringing in ley lines, worth noting. 5 cards in hand. So my opponent probably goes off this turn. Bonecrusher. So I think we're meant to discard the Bonecrusher to the blood token, look for a Thoughtseize. Because my opponent's dead next turn anyway. So yeah, I think we'll activate this. And then we'll go blank if not. Get rid of Bonecrusher. Ooh, okay, that's even better. Okay, yeah, so that's really good. Let's play the Damping Sphere. Damping Sphere, good on 2 fronts. It stops this generating 3 mana, and it also makes the opponent pay more and more and more for their spells. Yes, so definitely worth cracking the blood token there. I mean, yeah, very, very good draw. Three mana Vizier, okay. That keeps them in it. Attack with everything. I'm just going to go blank again. Opponent concedes. Okay, so that was obviously a very good draw. Damping Sphere really coming in clutch. Maybe we should be mulliganing to that. But yeah, it just shows that we need the pressure of these kind of heavy hitters. Bloodtithe Harvester is actually a really good card in the matchup because playing it on 2, it's a 3 power creature. They can't usually interact with it too much. Okay, so this hand is interesting. It's got a Thoughtseize, it's got the Harvester, but it just doesn't have the the lands are a bit awkward. We can go Thoughtseize on 2, but given that we're on the draw, I think we're just about going to mulligan this. I'd be snap keeping. I guess if we rip a land, no, I think we're going to have to mulligan because of the lands. This is much better. I mean, well, it's about the same actually, but what are we getting rid of? I think we're just going to get rid of the Underdog. Then we'll go... Oh, come on. Alright, so we're in trouble now. Yeah. Because a load of our cards in our hand now, 3 cards in our hand don't do anything now. So we're kind of reliant on the opponent having kept a dodgy hand with a ley line and not too much else. Okay, so we'll shock in the Blood Crypt here, play the Harvester, and then it's going to be up to the Harvester to go all the way. Wish we hadn't. Probably shouldn't have bottomed that Underdog. Thinking about it, we did see ley line. I think to see game 2, so probably should have just bottomed. I mean, we didn't know we were drawing the duress. I guess probably should have bottomed this go blank. Opponent scries to the bottom. So let's go Blood Crypt. Play the Harvester, pass the turn. That also lets us loot away these spells that we can't cast. Okay, the opponent's got the scrying as well. Real Thespian stage. Okay, Graveyard Trespasser is a nice draw. Let's go Haunted Ridge, play the Trespasser. So that implies they probably have Lotus Field because they can go play Lotus Field, copy it with Thespian stage. Unless they were reliant on getting that back from the graveyard, but doubt it. Okay, so they do have the Lotus Field, so they're going to have... Oh, crikey. Okay, even more stuff this turn. So they do still have to sacrifice 2 lands. But that works out the same, right? Maybe it doesn't. I was going to say they could just copy, if they want to copy this, they could have just done the same thing. So really looking for Damping Sphere here. Certainly not looking for more Thoughtseize effects. Let's go. I'm just going to use this now. Get rid of, I guess, duress. More lands is not great. Attack for 7 here. We'll get rid of Vizier and Temple. Yeah, I mean we really would like the graveyard, the Underdog there. Opponent's got 5 cards in hand. We probably die this turn. They got 6 mana, 2 lands that make 3. Unfortunately, we've drawn all of our kind of targeted disruption. See what they have though. We've got 5 cards in hand, Sylvan Scrying. So they probably go and get another Thespian stage. I guess. Or I guess they could get something like Blast Zone, or no, it's probably not that. I don't know. Depends what their last 4 cards in their hand are, of course. Yeah, the Graveyard Glutton's probably going to transform, but that doesn't actually affect the clock. If we'd have kept that Underdog, we would have actually had lethal next turn because we can blitz it. Yeah, I should have. Well, I don't know. Yeah, we probably should have put Go Blank back. Okay, remember that for next time. The opponent gets Temple of Mastery. Scry 1, put 1 on the bottom. So I've only got 4 cards in hand. So we really want to draw. I guess. Yeah, we've got some good draws. We've got Damping Sphere is good, or they might have Boseiju. I'm a bit surprised they didn't search for Boseiju. I guess maybe if they didn't have another land. Another Scrying. So now they probably get Boseiju. Yeah, in case we draw a Damping Sphere, I guess. So this transforms. Okay, Cycle Wilt. Okay, so their hand wasn't anything too amazing. Unlicensed Hearse is not great. So let's go get rid of Scrying. So we play Locthwain. I guess we'll play the Hearse. It's probably better than activating Locthwain. It's got all the mana in the world. Just hope they can't kill us. Yeah, it's just up to them to get there now. Otawara, so that's another land. Okay, so we probably do lose now. Yeah, we probably do lose. I guess if it's the... don't know. We'll see what they get, because the unlicensed Hearse can mess around with the tutor that adds 3 black if they've got Spell Mastery. Dark Petition, yeah. So is that if there are 2 or more? So there is going to be though, isn't there? Right. So let's cast the other 2 without paying their mana cost. We can exile 2 things. 1, 2. So we don't want them casting Pour, so I think we'll get rid of Pour. But then they just go Omniscience anyway. Oh, that's so rough. Maybe we get rid of the petition, actually. And hopefully they miss on their Pour. Yeah, I think we have to put I think we have to put the petition back. Worried that I've done something wrong there. Opponent says GG's no blue here. Have I done something wrong? I count the mana wrong. Okay, so the opponent besieging our hearse. Put an Omniscience into play. I don't know. I don't think we. Okay, so return that to your hand. Oh right, yeah. So we probably lose now. Yeah. Okay, so just gain life. I don't think I could have done anything differently there. Said no blue mana. I don't know. I'm very confused. I don't know. The comments imply that I put something back. They got the search spell, they got Omniscience, and they got Pour, but they cast them without paying their mana cost. Don't know. If anyone in the comments knows what I did wrong there, or if I did anything wrong, please do let me know. Yeah. Okay. See you for the next round. Right. Going to have to take a mulligan here for round number 3. And a mulligan again. I mean, we'll keep it and hope to rip the land, I guess. Let's get rid of Dreadbore and maybe one of these Fables. Maybe it's Kroxa. Get rid of Fable. So yeah, really going to need land. Didn't really want to mulligan to 4. Glacial Fortress tap probably means control. Well, I'm going to Thoughtseize here because I think you should often hold on to your Thoughtseizes in this match, but right. I think we're going to take the Disruption here. It's a land as well, so opponent doesn't have too many lands. And it can, you know, with no lands of our own. Okay, they immediately rip Hall of Storm Giants. I think I'm just going to concede here. I don't, yeah, we miss on our, we mull to 5 and then miss our second land drop against control. It's just not going to be good for us. Right, so we want all of the duresses. We probably want the Invoke Despairs, probably want the Go Blanks. Don't want any of the removal really. Oh, we do want the Dreadbores because it hits Planeswalkers. Kalitas is, you know, we don't need that. So we got one more cut out of all of this. Probably just the other Kalitas. Yeah, go with that. Okay, we're on the play here. I think we're going to keep this. We can actually, we might just play Haunted Bridge on 1. There's no real reason why not to. We don't need anything to come in untapped, and then we can wait and see what colour we want to play this on. Then we can go Kroxa on 2 into Fable on 3. Okay, so let's go this and then Kroxa. Kroxa good to have down the line as well. I wonder if we want to play everything one behind curve. Just to play around Censor. Might not be a bad idea actually. Okay, so now we're definitely going for Fable here. I mean, the opponent might be on Spell Pierce, I guess. So gonna play the Mountain here, I think, and then we're still on course for having Invoke Despair up. Do they have Spell Pierce? No Spell Pierce, so that resolving is very nice. Might be that we just do nothing now. Okay, Portable Hole. No, it's a bit annoying, but yeah, so we definitely, I think we just want to discard 2 lands here. Want to find action. So yeah, just going to play another one of these, play around Censor. Discarding stuff is also good to escape Kroxa at some point down the line. Okay, so we may get to attack with this Goblin, which is nice. Okay, so got that. Yeah, I think we will. I might discard the Invoke Despair. It's very expensive. I think we'll just discard that one though. Make a treasure token. We don't want to play too much into Supreme Verdict. I think it is worth going Harvester here. There we go, the blood token. Okay, opponent casts Deluge. So yeah, if the opponent goes Verdict, I mean, they're likely to Verdict here. But yeah, if they go Verdict, we can then untap and play Sorin. Probably going to stomp them end of turn here. Right, Hallow Fountain tapped here, so no... Okay, so we're going to Thoughtseize here, because I'm a bit afraid of the Wandering Emperor. Because if we go tap Reflection of Kiki Jiki to copy a creature, okay, they just absorb that. So we could make a token. How much mana have we got? Let's go. Let's make a token of this. 1, 2, 3. We do have 4 mana. That would put us up to 5 mana. I think we're just going to copy the Bloodtithe Harvester. Just get him for as much damage as we can. And we get a blood token. Then we get to play Sorin as well. I think we're going to tick up. Yeah, we'll put that into our hand. I think we'll just play it tapped. Probably going to get Supreme Verdicted here. But we have some follow-up plays, and we do have a Sorin as well, which is drawing his cards. Probably just escaping Kroxa here, actually. Play this. Let's go Kroxa, then escape Kroxa, I think. Just try and run the opponent out of cards. Black, black, red, red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Escape the Kroxa. Opponent discards Dream Trawler. That's pretty good against us. What have we got here? Teferi. Okay. Get rid of Sorin. So I think we're going to have to attack Teferi here. Oh no, we can stomp. Oh yeah, so stomp the Teferi. We get to empty my opponent's hand here. Because we go attack them with Kroxa. Then we go blank. We can go blank and stomp. Let's got another Dream Trawler. Okay, so Dream Trawler is scary. We probably might want to save our Invoke Despairs for that. Discards Absorb and another Teferi. Stomp. Pass the turn. I mean, that was a good turn. Drawing the go blank was pretty good there. Guess the opponent can block with a Castle Ardenvale token. But it's very mana intensive. Okay, so we get there against control. Don't think there's anything we want to bring in. We've got all of the Invoke Despairs. Yep, I think we can just run that back. Okay, not sure about this hand. It's got a Thoughtseize and an Invoke Despair, but no threat. I think we're going to keep, but it's close. Okay, Dreadbore. I wonder if we're meant to hold on to this Thoughtseize. Do we hold Thoughtseize? I kind of want to use my mana, but I think I'm just going to hold it for when we want to resolve something. Okay, Field of Ruin. Okay, Sokenzan. Let's go. Blightstep Pathway. We are going to need. I guess we'll just play Haunted Ridge here. Probably go for a go blank. Maybe we should have Thoughtseize into go blank there. Oh, opponent misses a land. Okay, so let's just go Locthwain, Thoughtseize. guess 3 copies of Portable Hole, a March, an Absorb, and a Dream Trawler. I think we're just going to take the Dream Trawler. Maybe. Because we can't beat that card. I mean, we do run Invoke Despair. Let's take the Dream Trawler. You know, that's the card in their hand that we cannot beat. We'll make a blood token. Opponent could march here, I guess. But then they lose other cards. Okay, so we resolve the Bloodtithe Harvester. I wonder if the opponent's thinking about marching this. They'd have to exile a card from their hand. So they don't cast that. Have they found the land? They do have a land. Portable Hole. Sure. So depending on what we draw, we'll probably just cast Go Blank here. So Kroxa is fairly interesting. But I kind of want to cast Go Blank. Or we could channel the Sokenzan. Why don't we go land? Then we can sack. Yeah, I think we're just going to go black. I guess if we're doing this anyway, get rid of the Kroxa. Guess they are gonna have veto up next turn. Let's see what they discard. It's probably just double Portable Hole. March and Portable Hole. Okay, so we know the 3 cards in their hand, but we're just struggling to put a threat onto the field. Okay, another Field of Ruin. So they still don't have Absorb up. So I'll go Haunted Ridge. I think we're just channeling here, or we could draw a card. Kind of want to draw a card because they're going to Field of Ruin. Second and they then Field of Ruin. Maybe we just draw main phase. Okay, well, we flooding out a little bit. Opponent's going to activate field on the Castle Locthwain. Just grab Swamp. Probably should have grabbed tap Blood Crypt actually. So the opponent's got Absorb and Dovin's Veto up now. Okay, so we're finding lots of lands. Let's go Takenuma. Then we can get Kroxa back. Or Harvester. Kind of want the Harvester. Yeah, we can cast Kroxa from the graveyard anyway. Wouldn't be too surprised to see this get absorbed. Oh, I guess they can Portable Hole it. But if they Portable Hole the Harvester, then they can't Portable Hole the Kroxa. If they portable hole here, they can't absorb the Kroxa, so unless they draw another land. A bit surprised they didn't use the Field of Ruin there. Okay, so we're going to try and cast Kroxa here. Kroxa. I guess we should probably play our land first, although we kind of want to discard that to Fable. Yeah, I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's Kroxa. Aethergust. Okay, so I'll put it on the top. And that actually gives us a chance to just resolve the Fable as well. Okay. So opponents used all their portable holes. They do find the land, so they've got Absorb and Dovin's Veto up. Don't know the last card in their hand. I guess, oh, Fateful Absence. Okay. So they've got Absorb up. So I guess, yes, we do want to do this. We'll get rid of Dreadbore and Kroxa. No, I think just Dreadbore. We'll play the Kroxa. Okay, they absorb that. I wonder if we're meant to just invoke Despair, draw 3 now. I feel like we are. Let's go. We've got a clue and a blood token. I think we'll just play. Let's play this. Yeah. And then we can, yeah, then we can do the blood token in a turn. Okay, so the opponent has exactly Dovin's Veto. But if they play their land, actually we kind of don't want to discard this Kroxa. We could discard the Trespasser, but I don't really want to do that either. Maybe just discard the land. Okay, we find a land. Okay, so we get the thing. Let's go Kroxa. Well, we can potentially Kroxa escape Kroxa. Opponent discards the Veto. So we go Kroxa. Oh, opponents can see it from the game, so that's nice of them. I mean, yeah, we escaped Kroxa there. So yeah, that was that turned out to be quite a. Looks like it might be favourable for red black, but not sure. If anyone's got any advice on the matchup, let me know. But yeah, good to get the win. See you for the next round. Right, this hand looks reasonable, I think. It's got removal, it's got threats. Gonna need to find another land or two. Hall of Storm Giants. Okay, so not sure what this is yet. I think we're actually gonna play. I think it's just Blood Crypt untapped here, because if my opponent goes Ledger Shredder, if it's like Phoenix, we're gonna want to Fatal Push opt. So it could still be control. They put one on the bottom. Okay, so looking for more lands. Opt and consider probably means Phoenix. So they draw a card. Yeah. Okay, so it's blue red something. So we're going to play, okay, that's a good draw. We're going to go Harvester here. Maybe that should have been Tenacious Underdog actually, but we make a blood token. Okay, there's the Shredder. So, not sure what we do now. I think it's just play this. I think it's just, yeah, we're just going to use the cut here. Hold up, push. Yeah, there's nothing massive we want to hit in the graveyard for this Trespasser. Okay, pieces. Okay, so they hit a Phoenix, so we're going to want to play. Are we activating this? I don't think so, because we want to be able to push a Drake. Okay, Urborg. So let's go land. Trespasser. Exile the Phoenix. Pass the turn. So that was obviously quite a reason. That was a pretty good turn for us. Okay, this looks like a delve spell. Oh no, okay, so it's pieces. Okay, so they hit Strangle and Opt is what they got. So hopefully they can't discard a Phoenix here. They discard Lightning Axe. Okay, so that's not too bad. Okay, Thoughtseize is pretty good, so let's go actually Takenuma is quite I think it's going to go Thoughtseize here. Takenuma is pretty good because we can go I'll take the Charter Course. I think I'm going to play the Underdog. Yeah, because we would quite like to. We'd quite like to get that Graveyard Trespasser back, but are we going to have enough time? Maybe not, actually. Maybe I'd just rather play the land. So we've got a threat out, and we've got some stuff in hand. Yeah, I think it was right to take the Charter Course there. So Steam Vents. We also probably want to hold this Fatal Push for the Hall of Storm Giants. I wonder if I meant to just activate now. I don't think so. I think we're just going to attack and then... Yeah, we'll attack for 3 and then we'll go Stomp. Play Bonecrusher. Get some power onto the field. Okay, so Treasure Cruise, good draw from the opponent. They get to draw 3 cards. Charter Course, so they could be getting a Phoenix here, I suppose. Okay, no Phoenix, so he's got a land. We've got 3 mana left. Consider. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just going to attack here. and then play our. We'll do the same play as last time. Opponent goes to 9. We'll stomp here. Play another Bonecrusher Giant. Possibly should have played around Jawari Disruption here. Yeah. Maybe we should have just played Bonecrusher. I haven't seen. We exiled one Phoenix. I've got the Hall of Storm Giants. But they can't attack with it here because they just lose. Because we attack back with the Den. We've got some reasonable sideboard here as well. Looking at these go blanks. Extinction Event, Kalitas, Unlicensed Hearse, Duress. Yeah, we've got quite a lot. Do need to think about the Thing in the Ices and Drakes. Okay, there's a Phoenix. Okay, opponent does attack here. One card in hand. It could be taking an extra turn. Yeah, so take an extra turn. They could attack for 10. They only have one card in hand though. Some sort of. Okay. So a card in hand must. So we can go stomp the. Oh, it's a land. Don't think we can. If we draw a land, I think we might be able to win. Okay, so let's go. So we go stomp this. No land, because we've got the ribbons as well. So we can ribbons for 4. We could go sack the blood. No, okay. So stomp this. Attack. How much? We haven't then got quite enough to. If we go stomp this, we haven't got quite enough to activate Den. Stomp this attack. We could just animate the Den for. But the Hall of Storm Giants is lethal on the swing back. So we go stomp here, and then we can hold up, just push for the Hall. Or stomp, attack down to 4, but then we can't ribbons for enough. I guess we could go stomp, play Bonecrusher. They go to 4. We need to hold up push though, is the thing. Stomp and then hold up push, I think, is what we want to do. So we could play Bonecrusher, but then we're dead to removal. I think I'd rather push the Hall because it makes my opponent commit into loads of mana. They've got some very good draws, obviously. Looks like they are going to fire up the Hall here. So we die to like Jwari Disruption. Do we push pre-combat? Don't think so. So it's Ward 3. Yeah. So we lose to Jwari Disruption or Negate, but I think, or I suppose we lost to Spell Pierce as well. Actually, yeah, we got a bit lucky there. Maybe that should have been Bonecrusher. Although because they run more kill spells than they do cheap counter spells. I think we've already seen. I guess we've already seen some strangles and stuff, but it's close, that one. Right, so what do we want? I think Dreadbore is very slow. We don't want that. Kroxa's not great because just making them discard Phoenix isn't very good. Go Blank is very good. Unlicensed Hearse and Kalitas. Some of these Planeswalkers are probably a little bit slow. I quite like Chandra. I think Sorin can be cut. Chandra's good because it can kill Thing in the Ice or Drake. So I think we'll take that. And then I wonder if we would just want Extinction Event. The only other things I'm considering are the 2 Duresses. They also sometimes run Young Pyromancer. So keeping the Fatal Pushes in is probably fine. I guess we could get rid of the Smashing for a Duress. Cut to Ribbon seems fine. Push also kills Ledger Shredder. I think that's probably fine. Let's go with that. Right, the double basic mountain here makes it a mulligan. If they were one of each, I'd probably keep. We can just about keep this. We'll bottom one of the Kalitas. I guess we're in a bit of trouble to oh, okay. Fatal Push solves that. I'm gonna say we're in a bit of trouble to Thing in the Ice. Any of the kind of 2-mana threats that gets around Stomp, but I don't think we're going to play around Disruption. Ooh, probably are now. Yeah, let's just go Thoughtseize. So they did have the Disruption, so I'll just get rid of the pieces. They play their Spire Bluff Canal. So yeah, remembering that they have the Disruption, let's play the Harvester. Blood Token. There's an island. I suppose they could Lava Coil here. Okay, that's a Ledger Shredder. Okay, so if they Lava Coil now, that's pretty good because we can just go push. They get rid of the Disruption. And then we get to either go Fable. Yeah, we're just going to go Fable here. Because we missed the land anyway, so. Okay, we find another pieces. Find an Opt. So yeah, we'll discard one of these. I think it might be 2 of these. Okay. Let's play this. I think we'll just play Chandra here. Make a treasure. Or is it just Kalitas? I actually quite like Kalitas. It gains its life if it gets to attack. You know, if my opponent plays a creature and we manage to kill it. I guess it's harder to counter than Chandra though. Kind of just want this to be Crackling Drake. Yeah, because then we can just go Chandra, kill it, make a zombie. Okay, so just red mana. Right, let's go Chandra. Deal 4 to Crackling Drake. Make a zombie. Attack with these two things. Gain 3 life. And we actually have enough to hold up Stomp as well, which is quite nice. Cast Consider. They got 4 cards in hand. Don't think we know any of them. They could have delve spells, I guess. But okay, opponent concedes. So we had a really good start there, and then yeah, our kind of haymakers bring it back. See you for the next game. Right, round number 5. I think we're going to keep this. This looks pretty good. We've got Thoughtseize. Question is, do we lead on Thoughtseize? I think we probably do here. You know, we need to. If we can transition into kind of Fable into Chandra, then I think we're pretty good. We don't actually have any removal, so yeah, it's definitely Thoughtseize because we haven't got the ability to remove a turn 1 threat. Opponent mulligans to 6 as well, so more kind of credence to playing a turn 1 Thoughtseize. Right, let's go Blood Crypt. Yes, I suppose this is bad against something like mono red. Or possibly heroic, but heroic. Okay, of course we. I think we're just going to take the Soul Scar Mage here. Yeah, opponent's not going to want to play their dual land on white, I don't think. To play Kynthian. Urge Kanamo. Sure. Okay, another Chandra, not really what we're after. Okay, they do find Sacred Foundry. There's Kynthian, so that's going to come in as a 3/2. At least 2 other creatures, sure. Okay, so let's go Blightstep, Fable. I wouldn't be surprised to see that get lightning struck. We will definitely block if it doesn't. Okay, Chain to the Rocks is good as well. So now I think we're just going to go, we've got 2 Chandras, so yes, so we'll get rid of, I think we can get rid of Smashing, maybe a Sorin. Oh, Sorin's quite good to gain life. Maybe it's just Shatterskull. Okay, Dreadbore's nice. I think we just go Chandra. Deal 4 to... It's just this. Wouldn't be surprised to see my opponent Lightning Strike Chandra. Also wouldn't be too surprised to see them Lightning Strike us. Yeah. Okay. 2 cards in hand. They could animate Mutavault, put us to 3. Oh, that's gross. Yeah, we just lose now because... Oh no, we go to 1. Opponent scries to the bottom. Don't know if the opponent's going to kill Chandra here. We kind of hope they do. No, they just attack us. So we can Dreadbore one of these things. Although we're going to get a blocker as well. So let's go, we could make red red and then go Chandra, kill this, play Sorin? No, sorry. Chandra, kill, no, it's probably Sorin, Dreadbore, right? Yeah, so let's go add red red. Oh, that was stupid because we actually only have, we don't have enough black to do everything we want to. Okay, so, okay, that was silly. So we could go Chandra, tick down, kill this. Yeah, I think that's it. Chandra. Choose the new one. Kill this. Play the Harvester. We may well be just dead here. Oh, it pings us for 1 damage. We were so close to stabilizing there. Ugh. And it kills Chandra as well. Okay, so we take a loss to red-white. Didn't look like heroic. Just like red-white, creature you burn type stuff. Okay, so what? I think Thoughtseize is probably more of a liability than anything else. We want Kalitas. We probably want the Duresses. Then probably an Extinction Event. Sorin's good. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. Right, on the play now. I think this is probably fine. The lands don't... yeah, we're not going to take any damage from our mana. We've got a turn 2 removal spell. Or a turn 2 threat. Okay. So I guess if they go... Oh, it enters with a additional, so holding up Stomp doesn't actually matter here. So let's play our threat out. Okay, so it is a Swift Spear. We will block here. Okay, we're not blocking now. Okay, maybe we should block there. So Extinction Event on odd next turn is going to be really good. Actually, in a cut, we kind of want to save it for a couple of turns' time, when both of these transform. So I think we're just going to go Hive, hold up Stomp, although Stomp's not great either. We're definitely playing Hive. Yeah, I think we're definitely playing Hive past the turn. Because next turn we can go Extinction Event, kill a load of stuff. Okay. Thalia's Lieutenant. So that's even. So what we're going to do... That's not a human, is it? Oh, it is a human. Okay, so I'll just stomp here. Block, I think. And then, don't think that changes anything. Because we can hit this with, yeah, let's just go Extinction Event. We might just lose here. Let's go odd, kill both of those. He's got 2 cards in hand. This is going to have haste though. Okay, land tapped is good for us. Wouldn't mind finding a painless land. Okay. So now we can go Trespasser and Stomp. Gain some life from the Trespasser. And then we'll go Stomp. What are we stomping? I think it's just this. Pass the turn. So yeah, gaining life there is good. We could consider not blocking, but I think we want to. Block here. I mean, they've got to. Yeah, this is so good. They've got to discard a card if they want to kill this. If they don't cast anything, we get to transform it and then attack, gain another life. Chandra, kill this. Right, so there is an attack from the opponent. If we don't, we lose to double lightning strike. I think I'm just going to block. Like if the opponent wants to then hit this with play with fire, discard their last card, I think we're probably okay with that. I guess I could like Boros Charm, give this double strike or something. Is that played? Guess it probably is. I think Boros Charm is legal in. Don't know if Boros Charm is in the format actually. Probably should know that. Okay, turns out it is. But I mean, we still trade 2 for 1 there. So yeah, let's just go Chandra. Tick up, make red red. Cast Bonecrusher. just to prevent. Yeah, don't want to be able to block a hasty threat. Really want to find Kalitas, Sorin, Sokenzan. Let's take up. Yep, so can't cast that. I think we'll just attack here with Bonecrusher. Wandering Emperor? Surely not. Okay. So we'll cast another Bonecrusher. And a Bloodtithe Harvester. So yeah, putting 7 power onto the field there. Chandra's slowly working away at their life total. Like, we can still die fairly easily here. Something like, I mean, Boros Charm does it. Okay, so let's go tick up. Yeah, we'll cast that one. And we'll exile the Initiate from graveyards. Okay, so we'll exile our Bonecrusher Giant as well. It's not a single graveyard like Unlicensed Hearse. Yeah, doing it from our own one because then we get to gain an extra point of life, deal our opponent an extra point of damage. I've actually got Chandra's ultimate next turn, so I'm just going to activate the blood token, get rid of Blood Crypt here. Could activate the other one. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can just play the land now. I guess the opponent could have something like Anger of the Gods, but unlikely, hopefully. I mean, we can at ultimate Chandra, cast Bonecrusher, cast Stomp, cast Bonecrusher. That kills my opponent next turn. They have to have... I don't really know what they can have here. Okay. So we get there. Having to win on the draw is a bit scary though. Not really much we can do. I think we could just submit this. I've thought for a while, well, I kind of wouldn't mind some sort of life gain. Maybe Collective Brutality is time to come back. Don't know what other life gain is available in black. Right, this hand looks actually fairly good. We are going to need to hit our third land, but we've got a removal spell for their turn one for a turn 1 threat. And then we can obviously do the same thing to the turn 2, and then we've got a decent follow-up play in Graveyard Trespasser to gain us life. Okay. So Duress. My opponent's going to look to cast a creature this turn. So yeah, there's Soul Scar Mage. No, just deciding which. Okay, double Soul Scar Mage. Push the biggest one. So yeah, I wouldn't mind a black source here. Okay, that's pretty good. So we'll just go stomp this. While the opponent's tapped out, they can't make it any bigger. Okay, so they make a creature. Take 2. Oh, Roiling Vortex is rough. So maybe land. Oh, that's the best land as well. Okay, so If we don't play Haunted Ridge here, so if we don't play Trespasser here, then we can't gain life. It's either that or I think it's just that, because we're just not going to be able to gain any life otherwise, because Roiling Vortex deals with that. Oh, it's a good blocker obviously as well. Could be chained to the rocks, I guess. Although you have to pay the opponent can't actually pay the ward cost now. We'd quite like to draw our copy of yeah, we'd quite like to draw our copy of the odd or even spell. I think we go duress and then push. Yeah, we'll take the Boros charm. So if we attack with this, if the opponent triple blocks, we get to kill 2 things. That's fine. Get rid of the Soul Scar Mage. Yeah, opponent can't gain life, that's fine. They still lose a life though. Oh yeah, of course they don't attack, right? So we don't really want this transforming. Maybe maybe that attack was stupid actually. Although we're in a position where we can potentially race. So yeah, we'll attack here. That will continue to gain life. Sorry, continue to drain the opponent. I mean, they go to 8. If we put Bonecrusher Giant down, I think it's just Bonecrusher Giant here. Yeah, we eat the opponent's cards out of their graveyard as well. There's no reason really why not to. And if they've got those spell mastery ones, then yeah, we want to stop that occurring. Okay, opponent goes to 6. They're going to go to 5. But I guess if they attack them with both, we attack with Graveyard. Glutton. And then they die to Rolling Vortex in their upkeep. Okay, just a land. Okay, so we go to 8. Okay, duress not great. So yeah, we'll definitely attack. Oh, okay, yeah, it doesn't actually make any difference. I was gonna say we could duress, we could Bloodtithe Harvester, make a blood token. Discard one of our creatures and then eat it with the Graveyard Glutton. I think we're just gonna go Fable here. Opponent goes to 4. We can discard 2 creatures. Tap the Graveyard Glutton, hits our opponent for 2. In fact, we might not even block here. Okay, so we get there. We come back from 0-2 to win win 3 games on the trot and go 3-2. We took losses to Lotus Field and can't remember the other one actually. Yeah, Lotus Field and something else. But yeah, pretty happy with the league. It's I think it went pretty well. I think this is going to be my deck of choice for the upcoming tournament. I haven't actually got any Rending Volleys in paper. I think I've got the rest of it though. Oh, I've only got one Invoke Despair as well. Might try and borrow one of those. But yeah, seemed good. I think I might take out this. This is very good against. Was it Greasefang? Oh, it was Greasefang we lost against. Yeah, so maybe some more anti-Greasefang. The last Pioneer tournament, it's worth saying, was filled with. There was quite a lot of spirits, mono green, and I think quite a lot of this deck as well. But anyway, hope everyone enjoyed that. Please do let me know in the comments if there's anything you think should change about play or card choices or whatever. But yeah, in the meantime, catch you next time.